And I just hope that whatever demons he was fighting, he fought them. Good evening, brothers and sisters of YouTube. I gotta tell you something. A trigger warning. A sexual assault trigger warning. Oh my gosh, I have pizza in the oven. I'm gonna try my best to keep this timeline right, but it happened 18 years ago. And I kept it inside of me without telling a soul. For that being said, if you ever have to tell someone a secret, you can tell me, because I can hold on to them. I was 11ish, he was 16, 17. No, this was not a family member, but it was somebody that I had a lot of trust in. It was someone I looked at like a brother. It was my friend's family member. We were all really close. He made it a point to make sure we were safe. I stayed over there probably every weekend, the whole weekend. And nothing started happening until a few months in. I would be asleep and I would wake up to him touching me. We were on the couch. She and I fell asleep watching a movie. I guess he made his way in there and I woke up to my hand. I pretended like I was asleep. I kind of thought if I would just pretend like I was asleep, it wasn't really happening. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know anything about sex. I didn't know anything about anything. I was very innocent. I'm still innocent. It's the first time it happened. I told myself it didn't happen. I said it was a bad dream. He would never do that to you. He protects you. He makes sure you're safe all the time. He's not the type of person. I let it go. Well, it kept happening. Every weekend I'd go over and something else would occur. A few months went by and again we fall asleep on the couch, and this time he's doing more things to me. And again, I just pretended like I was asleep. I just laid there and pretended to be asleep. Told myself this is a nightmare. This isn't really happening. And as soon as he was done doing what he wanted to do, I got up, I went to her bathroom in her room. I got sick and I changed my clothes. I felt so disgusting. Like I just felt so dirty, so disgusting. And this continued for a while. Eventually they moved into a different house. At the time, I didn't know how to put into words what was happening, so I never told anyone. I kept it a secret. I didn't tell my friend. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell anybody. I kept it inside that it would just go away. And I blocked it off my memory completely. I really convinced myself that this didn't happen. He wouldn't do that to you. He wouldn't hurt you. Because of how normal he acted around me, I really think that's a part of the reason why I kind of convinced myself that it wasn't really happening. Obviously he didn't talk about it. He didn't act any different around me. And I don't know if he even knows that I know. So I blocked it out of my memory, and I know that I know that it was always there, but I just definitely damaged me. How I would move with relationships made it really hard. It made it hard to trust people. It made it hard to let anyone in. Touch me, look at me. Look at the snacks in the back. Hold on. I need this little snack. How do you zoom this thing? Look at. Y'all know I'd be hungry. So probably hour maybe third-ish session. We're trying to get to the bottom of things, why I feel like a crazy person. And she asked me, has anyone ever touched you inappropriately without your permission or ever hurt you? And my response was, well, kind of, but I actually don't think that he meant to do it. And saying that out loud for the first time, first of all, I'm actually surprised that I didn't just say no, but the fact that I said that made me realize how fucked up that situation made me. Knowing damn well, yes, someone touched you inappropriately without your permission, yes, and I said kind of, but I don't think he did it on purpose. Okay, I brainwashed myself into thinking that. I explained to her what happened, and she cried actually and told me that wasn't my fault, it's okay. So that was the day that I was finally able to face the fact and say out loud that someone did do something to me, someone did hurt me, and it's not okay. He knew what he was doing. He knew I wouldn't say anything. He took advantage of my kindness, my shyness, and took something from me. So I wasn't gonna get emotional, so I'm going to try not to. But someone that I had complete trust in, someone I looked at as family, as a brother, took something from me that I can't get back. I had no remorse for it. I felt really broken for a long time, and after I told her, I was pretty messed up. That's kind of when I started going downhill. Just reliving it, and I started having nightmares every single night. What's kind of crazy is I told myself, I said, if you would have just told her no, you would be fine. You wouldn't be having these nightmares. You wouldn't feel like this. You wouldn't be reliving it every single day. And now looking back, I realized that that's just the healing process. I never got a chance to heal because I put it out of my mind completely. So I never healed from the situation. So I didn't know that that is what had to happen. A lot of self-doubt. It was just a lot. And now I realize that that needed to happen. I needed to talk about it out loud. I needed to get over it. I do honestly feel like I'm healed from that. I still will sometimes have nightmares from it. Uncomfortable in certain situations. It's nothing like it was. One of the hardest things knowing that physical touch is my love language. Someone that I didn't love, didn't give permission to. Touched my body and made me touch theirs. And that's really fucked up. I know it probably sounds crazy, but I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I don't want anyone to know who he is. It takes a very sick, damaged, and hurt individual to do something to that degree. And And I just hope that whatever demons he was fighting, he fought them. You were gonna cry and you're crying. And won. And I hope that he did not do that to anyone else. I hope he doesn't ever do it to anyone else. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of heart, a lot of pain to forgive someone who never said sorry. To forgive someone who never acknowledged the fact that they hurt you. But I do forgive him. I don't think people are just born wanting to do fucked up shit to people. I think something probably happened to him, and I think he was damaged, and probably still is, and that's why he did it. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it fair, but I think that that's the reason. I just want anyone watching this that has had a similar experience, a worse experience, anyone that has ever felt violated, anyone that's ever been forced to do something that they didn't want to do, you aren't alone. You aren't weak. It's okay to remember what happened to you. It's okay to talk about what happened to you. If you don't want to talk about it, that's also okay. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything to make them do it. You're strong. And once you're able to tell yourself all these things, you'll feel free and you'll feel peace. If there just so happens to be someone watching this who has hurt someone in that manner, someone who's thought about hurting someone in that manner, I want you to imagine your first experience with intimacy being forced upon you, and not only being forced upon you, but by someone you never expected, someone you had trust in. Imagine. It's fucked up. That's all. I don't want any sympathy. I'm fine. Truly, I'm fine. If I wasn't fine, I don't think I would be able to talk about it. And I definitely don't think I'd be able to talk about it on a camera and put it on the World Wide Web. Please don't give me any sympathy. Please, if you know me in real life, don't talk about it to me, please, because I will cry, because I'm sensitive. As soon as someone asks me, what's wrong? Oh, I'm so sorry. I will start crying, and I don't want to cry. So if you watch this and you know me in real life, I don't care. I don't care what you do. It is what it is. But I promise I'm fine. I am healed. I think it took some, ow, my knees, oh, it took some time crying, but I'm okay. Be great. Be positive. God is good.